So glad to be here. Shout out to all my A1s, Day ones. First of all, I want to thank everybody who likes, subscribe, comment on my videos. I want to shout out to Celeste. I appreciate your email. I love you. Okay, I had to make sure that I came live at least one day this week, y'all. It's been so much going on this week. It's just been a little bit hectic, chaotic, and I want to make sure that I can devote time to my readings. Although I got cold in my eye. Oh no. But I washed my face this morning. I don't know. Cold just be coming out of nowhere. I'm trying to detox, y'all. My body trying to get rid of these toxins, okay? But yeah, I've been trying to just do too much, and it's just been a lot. But I'm here. I'm glad to be here. Like again, shout out to Celeste. Shout out to Knowing, okay, y'all, because I received my new deck. I'm so excited to crack it open with you. Okay, so the deck that I got is Golden Mantras. Um, I was about to say, I want to say golden. I don't know. Somebody name may be golden, but that's what I just got. But I was trying to say knowing. Knowing told me to get this deck, and I'm already in love with it. It does say golden mantras, but I feel like somebody's name is golden or gold. This deck is by Destiny Taylor, and I love the artwork on the front of it. Like, just look at this deck; it's beautiful. The illustrations are by Kat Willette. And when I get decks, y'all, I like to give honor to the creators of the deck. I'm pretty sure that they were inspired to make this deck, so I just want to um, give honor to the author and also to the oh my god, this is beautiful, y'all. To the author and the illustrator. That's what I'm trying to say. But look, y'all, look at this deck. No, and thank you for telling me to get this. So this is the book. Okay, this is the book, and this is the deck. So I'm gonna pull a few cards for you guys and see what you need to know at this time. What affirmations do you need, y'all? And I love affirmations. I'm a strong believer in speaking into your soul, speaking into yourself, and also speaking out to the universe so that things can manifest. Your words have power, okay? Your words can either make or break you. The way you speak to yourself and others is important. So just look, this has a gold light line, and this is so pretty, y'all. Let me get these so. I'm excited to open this deck with y'all. Yeah, because I gotta get the plastic off. I don't want to cut the actual cards. I gotta be quite careful, honey. Let's see. All that I need is a little rip in it, and I get it. Oh, there we go. I loves me a fresh deck. It be all slippery and smooth. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for these cards. Please give us the affirmations, the messages that we need to hear right now at this time. I'm getting this a beautiful day to be alive, y'all. Be thankful, be grateful. Hi. Thank you. Hey, y'all. Again, be grateful, be thankful that, that you're here breathing alive. Let's see. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what messages do you have? Oh, they got different pictures. So let's see. They have a picture of her. She's beautiful. Purple for me is royalty. You could have a nose ring. Okay, you could like to wear a dark lipstick. We also have here the moon. Her name is Subhaja. We also have this picture. I think these are cute. This one. Let's see if there's any new ones. So I think those are the only four pictures on the front of the card. Let's see. Let me keep shuffling. Let me look. Oh, your soul is a lighthouse that will help others find their way. I feel like your light is an inspiration to so many people. It's like your presence as well. You are able to give guidance, and you just like you feel like you're giving advice, but you are actually helping guide other people and also yourself too. It's like because you're finding your way, you're like helping others to find their way too. You are a beautiful soul. Oh yes you are. You're a beautiful one. And I'm also getting don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged when things don't work out the way that you expect them to. Or certain people may not receive you. Because it's like we sometimes we expect certain people to support us, right, or be there for us, or be that thing that we were to them. But a lot of times what you are to someone, that person may not necessarily be that to you. God will send someone else to be what you need at that time. It's usually not the one that you expect. Well, this one is a flip. Let me look at this. It says all that I need flows to me with ease. So everything that you need is going to come to you. It says let it go, let it flow. Don't worry. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Believe that it's going to happen and expect it to happen. Expect great things for yourself. Expect the best for yourself and those around you. Leah, I'm doing my reading, honey. What do you need? Okay. What do you need, honey? Get out of my room. No, I'm not. I'll get it when I'm done. Yeah. Girl, get out. So we had a few cards flip out. We have here, I am unlearning lack and scarcity. Abundance is a frequency I vibe on. Yes, because everything you need will be provided. Okay, thank you. Hey, Wolf. I'm so glad to see you here, honey. Yes. I wish I could read everybody comments, y'all. Dang. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Life is Good. Ellery, Katie, Yaksha. Okay, I'm not answering questions right now, but if you want me to pull cards for you, I will. But you have to send a donation, okay? Um, whatever you can send, and I'll pull cards for you. But first, I have to focus on this collective reading in these affirmations, because I feel like a lot of times we feel like we're in lack of something, whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's even progress. It's like you could feel like you're supposed to be in a certain space in your life, but it's probably because you may be comparing yourself to someone else. Don't compare yourself. Know that you are in a better place than you were yesterday. And if you're not, you have the power to change that outcome for yourself. Always think abundance over yourself, over your life, over your circumstances, even when you don't see it. That's what faith is. Faith is believing in the unseen. Know that you are abundant. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I have love in all areas of my life. Abundance flows to me now. We have here, I value myself in the highest regard, and it shows. There's a need to value yourself. Okay? It's like sometimes we place little value on ourselves, and we can tell from our self talk. The way that you talk about yourself and your environment reflects back to you. So whatever it is that you say about yourself, make sure it's in the highest. Okay? Speak highly of yourself. Speak highly of others. Okay? We have here, I am here at this present point in time by no mistake. And I always say that there's this book, and I told you I love it. I'm going to show it to you again for anyone who's new here. It's called The Power of Vision. And this book specifically said that you were born for a reason. You're not here on accident. You're here for a reason, especially if there were times in your life where you couldn't have been here. Like there are times where you pretty much escaped death. Some of you guys had situations where you could have been out of here, but God said, "No, I need you here. You're needed. You're very powerful." I feel like you don't know how powerful you are. You just don't. Your mind is so powerful. It's important that you command it, okay? Feed your mind good thoughts. Just like you feed your body, you feed your mind. We have here the universe is never late and God is always on time. My destiny is revealing itself in divine timing. Everything is going to be revealed to you. We have here number 16, 15, 29, and 51. You could be 51. Okay, your birthday could be in June. Happy birthday to all my Geminis and my Cancers. I'm also getting Leo energy as well, but it's never too late. I feel like time is on your side. You may not feel like it is, but it is. Okay? We also have here, I rightfully create and set boundaries that protect and support my peace. There are boundaries that you're setting. I feel like if you're not setting boundaries, you're being called to set some, but I feel like many of you are setting those boundaries. You are placing yourself in positions to be at peace, whether it's you exiting a situation or going towards something that is more peaceful for you. Okay? There are certain people that just cannot come with you on your journey. And it's unfortunate because these are usually the people that you love, that you close with, that you grew up with, that you spent a lot of time with. But sometimes you gotta disconnect from them people, honey. Let's see. Oh, this came out again, y'all. It is something about your light. You are like, oh, you are positive. I got this song by Leah. At your best, you are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Whoever connected to you, you changed their life. Your light, the way that you speak, the way that you think makes people put things in perspective. You could talk to somebody and they'll be like, I never thought of it that way. Or you know what? I'm really learning a lot. Like people, like they really cherish you if you don't know they do. People really cherish you and they value you. You could have grew up not feeling valued, not feeling seen. There could have been that you felt like you need to prove yourself. But I feel like now you're authentically shining and it's like helping so many people around you. And there's something about everything that you touch about to turn into gold. There's a lot of everlasting abundance that's coming into your life. That's what this card says. Anything that you do is going to be fruitful. You could be what is it called? Is it horticulture? It's something about agriculture or you growing something as far as like plants or food. Let's get one more from the top. Yeah, I honor the beauty of stillness. Sometimes it's important to be still. And I feel like I'm in the process of learning that as well, y'all. Because I'm telling you, I be on the go, go, go. That's why I wasn't even able to sit down and do a reading because I felt like I need to be doing this and I needed to be doing that. But sometimes it's important to be still. Don't act. Right? Of course you need to take action. Don't get me wrong. But once you did all you can do, it's a Donna McClurkin song. And he be like, when you done all you can, all you need to do is just stand. It's like you could have done everything that you could in your power to either change the situation, make something go in your favor, and it's not working, and you could have been worried about it, but you're being called to just be still. Everything is working itself out. I love these cards. Thank you, Noah, for telling me to get these affirmations. I love them. And I just cut the deck on I love myself, I respect myself, and I accept myself exactly as I am. There's nothing that you need to do differently based upon what somebody else may tell you. Like I feel like if you are on a spiritual journey, you're always trying to reach your higher self. But there's also an importance of loving the the shortcomings and the flaws and the mistakes as well, because the mistakes are what help you to grow. The mistakes are what help you to learn. There's like a constant renewing of the mind that's happening. A, a constant renewing of your spirit. I ask, I believe, I shall receive. Period. First of all, Erica, I really don't want to address. No, I'm not done, baby. I really don't like to address people who feels like what I'm doing is witchcraft, and yes, and yet you're ingesting it. If you feel like this is witchcraft, why are you even watching it? And that's my whole thing. If you study who Jesus was around sinners. So if I'm considered a sinner, then Jesus would be around someone like me. Probably not someone like you, to be honest, Erica. But the thing about it is, when it comes to religion, because Jesus is a deity, people try to act like Jesus is not a deity, but they made an image of him. He was supposedly God in the flesh. So Jesus was a deity. And at the end of the day, if you don't believe in something, why would you be here? Okay? Everything that I do, I feel like was inspired by God. Jesus is one of the best teachers. I love Jesus, okay? His real name is not even Jesus, it's really Yahweh, okay? But I feel like Jesus is something that a lot of people throw around, but they don't really embody his spirit or his nature. But then they want to come and be upset because somebody is mentioning Jesus, and they don't feel like I fit the mold. And the thing about it is, they did the exact same thing to Jesus. The Pharisees, the Sadducees did not feel like Jesus fit the mold of the Messiah. They thought it was blasphemous that he even said that he was the Son of God, and they murdered him. Okay? So at the end of the day, don't throw stones, honey. God sees all things, all right? God judges those things that are done in secret. You work out your own salvation. Don't come up in here trying to target me, because that's not of Jesus. Jesus would not be watching a tarot reading trying to tell somebody they need to stop. Jesus ran up in them churches and said, stop using my father's house as a house of thieves, robbing the people. He went against those religious folks. He went against everything that they felt like, oh, he did stuff on the Sabbath. You weren't supposed to do stuff on the Sabbath. Like, a lot of people come on, Neo, I'm finna get your ass out of here. Because let me tell you something. If you believe that to be true, why are you here? You called me a prophet. I didn't call myself one. You called me one. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody is the judge of me, and I want y'all to know that too. Dang, who did I hide? Did I hide the wrong person? I meant to hide this Neo person. Why they ain't still showing up on my shit? Let me remove them. I'm not to remove all that stuff. They coming up here, judge. God said, I thought Jesus said, judge not, lest she be judged. He said, he who is without sin cast the first stone. What are you talking about? And it's so crazy because a lot of people who be Jesus thumpers don't even read the word. They don't read the Bible. They don't study shit. They just come and they try to demonize and talk shit about other people. I can't stand their ass. Get the fuck out my channel with that shit. I always want to get mad because I'm bringing up Jesus. You need to be talking about Jesus, honey, on your own channel. The way that you believe he needs to be worshipped. Because at the end of the day, it's all about belief. Nothing can be proven. Nobody can prove that Jesus rose on the third day. But you can believe it. Because I do. But it can't be proven. Anything that was written religious wise was written by man. Jesus didn't even write the scriptures. It's a story told about him. And again, I love the story. There's so much wisdom, you know. And Jesus was an example of how we're supposed to live, how we're supposed to love one another, how we're not supposed to love one another. And now, I mean, how we are supposed to love one another. And I always love the story where they was coming for Jesus and his I'm gonna say it's one of his disciples, but I like to say his posse. A member of his posse cut that man ear off. Was like, you not finna come take Jesus, and Jesus healed him. Jesus healed the man's ear that's trying to come and get him. And Jesus was like, forgive them for they know not what they do. And I'm going to say the same thing to anybody who come up under my channel trying to demonize it because they know not what they speak of. Nobody knows my relationship with the Most High. Nobody knows your relationship with the Most High. And I feel like if you do something, don't allow what nobody else have to say about what you do penetrate you, stop you, or any of that. Because it's all connected. I was actually watching this video. I be watching like the Jubilee videos, y'all. And it was Christians versus traditionalists. But they were all of I think like I don't like to say African, but they were like from different cultures and countries in Africa. And some of them were Christians and some of them were like they believed in the Igbo. Um, it's like I don't know what it's called, y'all, but it's a different. Um, they do like rituals and different stuff like that. I'm not educated on it, so I can't speak on it that much. But the conversation was so interesting because they were trying to say, and I kind of agree that it's arrogant for you to believe that there's only one way to God. Because, Christians believe that Jesus is the only way. And although I believe it to some extent, I don't believe that you just believing in Jesus is going to save you. That's not, I don't feel like the way that you treat people, the way that you connect with the Most High, the things that you do that are not seen, like what you do when ain't nobody looking, what you think within yourself, you're going to be judged by that. I don't feel like, just because I believe that Jesus died on the cross for my sins, I'm automatically saved. I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I do not. And some of the people, the people do the worst things secretly that believe that way. Like that's why you always see people who are religious and believe in Jesus. You find out that they doing wicked shit behind the scenes that you ain't know nothing about. And that's why I love tarot because tarot reveals that which is hidden. And the only way that you can know that which is hidden is if you connect with God because God reveals what is hidden. If you get what I'm saying, like it's like you're not going to know how somebody really feel about you unless you have spiritual discernment. But spiritual discernment comes with having a connection with the Most High. So that's why when I do my readings, I always try to tell people like, I cannot tell your future. I cannot tell you your destiny. Maybe I can pick up how somebody may feel about you, but inwardly you already know because God, for real, has given us the power to have discernment, but a lot of us don't exercise it for whatever reasons, but I just want to let you know that you are powerful. You can discern and you can know things. And I feel like a lot of people be knowing things and they don't want to accept that which is being revealed to them because it's not what they want. Like people will like want to be in a certain relationship, even though everything in that person is showing them, hey, this not the best. So they'll like go to a reader and be like, well, how this person really feel about me? But this person is showing you how they really feel. God is revealing to you through your intuition the feelings that you be getting when you around this person and the things that they not saying and all of that. And you don't really want to accept it. But it's like, that's all the journey and the learning experience though. It's like, you don't need a reader. And I always say that you don't need a reader. You don't need to be saved. It's all about you connecting with the most high, you tapping into your spiritual self, your higher self. And we all, but it takes inner work to do that. It takes self-reflection. It takes letting go, which is one of the hardest things that it is to do, to let go. Because once you get comfortable in something, you don't want to let that shit go. And I'm a Taurus. I know I hate change. I have to actively make myself do different shit, yo, because it's like, if I do not, I'm going to be stagnant. I'm going to be stuck. That's why it's important for you to know yourself so that you can know what areas that you need to, I'm not even going to say work on, but address within yourself, especially with your mind and the way that you think about yourself. That's the first thing. It's always about cleaning up your own home. It's not about pointing the finger at other people, how people like to do when they get on other people's channels. And I used to be that person where I'll look at somebody, and it was when I was a Christian. I would look at other people and be like, oh, that person ain't living right. Oh, that person not living of God. But who am I to say that when behind closed doors, neither am I. No sin is above the other according to Christianity. If you lie, you're a sinner. If you fornicate, you're a sinner. All of that, and I'm talking about Christian beliefs. So at the end of the day, nobody is without sin, period, point blank. And you're not going to sit up here and tell me just because you believe in a deity is going to save you. That's not the case. But if you believe that, kudos to you if that's what you really believe. I can't convince you otherwise. But I don't believe that shit. And you're not going to demonize me because I do not. But do I believe in the teachings of Jesus? Yes, I do. But I feel like you have to put those teachings into work in order for you to elevate spiritually. It's about Christ consciousness. I'm not going to get too deep in it. Let me pull some more cards because I feel like I've been going on and on. But it needs to be said because I'm tired of people coming up under my channel getting upset with me because I'm talking about Jesus. Baby, you need to go talk about him because he's worth being talked about. I'm always going to give honor and praise to God, to all of the spiritual teachers, to all of the ancestors that give me wisdom on how to be more connected with the Most High. Because that's what it's all about. Because once you connect with the Most High, you are connected with your higher self. Period. So let's see what else you need to know. I pulled the deck out. So I slid it out. The Nine of Pentacles stayed out. The Nine of Pentacles talks about you trusting yourself, pampering yourself, celebrating yourself, treating yourself, okay? Making wiser choices, right? Okay? You don't really lean too heavily on anyone else. You're very much self-dependent. You're independent. You're independent. You're not dependent. Or you're in a place of, but let's see, what's the challenge? Because I'm getting like, maybe you're so independent that you don't want to let other people in. This also talks about financial independency. So this could be what you're working towards, financial independency. Let's see. We have here the Queen of Swords, and we have here the Hermit. There could be someone you're not talking to. This could be air sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you're an air sign. You could be a Virgo. But there's a lot of soul searching that's being had. But this Hermit card specifically says do not ignore your inner voice. And that's just pretty much what I'm talking about. It's like I was just talking about how God will give you downloads. Like, for instance, you driving down the street and you get an intuitive nudge not to go that way, but you always go that way. But you got an intuitive nudge like, don't you go that way? But you don't listen to it and you go that way anyway because you used to going that way and you always go that way. Then boom, a train come and you got to sit there and wait for the train, a long ass train. This is what I'm getting like. There's a need for you to trust your intuition. It is God speaking to you through you. It's like God be trying to tell you, right? There could also be something chaotic going on. This could either be within yourself or around you. And you're trying to take time to be alone. This Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit gives me either you feel isolated or you're isolating yourself so that you can come to some conclusion, because the Hermit talks about soul searching. This card is pretty much clarifying what I just said. All of your answers are within. You need no intercessor. There's no intercessor needed between you and God. But there could be a need for boundaries, because the Queen of Swords talks about clear boundaries, unbiased judgment, okay, direct communication, and being clear minded. It's like you're looking at the facts of something and you're trying your best not to work off of straight emotions. You're trying to look at something for face value, is what I'm getting here. There's a need for you in a particular situation to not think with your heart, but use your head. So I'm getting a double message, because it's like either you are too dependent on something or someone, or you could be like too independent where you don't want to lean on someone else. But I'm getting the first. Like, you I don't want to. I feel like this is kind of like redundant. Is that the right word I'm using? Because I say a reader. I guess I'm a reader, but I literally like to read. So I'm gonna say that. Like, I'm a reader, but it's like I may help clarify things, but it's like you may feel like you need to go to a reader, go to a preacher, go to this, go to somebody. It's like you may feel like you have to get all of your answers outside of you. Is what I'm getting from this reading. But everything that you need is within you, because sometimes people aren't giving you the best advice for you. Like, who knows you better than you? Who knows you better than the Most High? I definitely don't, and I would never do that. I would never say that. I quit to be like, I don't know, honey, but you know, right? You know, God trying to tell you something, and whatever you need to know, it's not gonna come from another person telling you. It's gonna be God revealing it to you. Once you disconnect from either a chaotic situation or a way of feeling like you getting your guidance, like you feel like you have to get guidance outside of yourself, because you're not trusting yourself, baby. I don't know. And you could be finding it hard to move on from either a person or yes, honey. Why are you looking like that? Ask Mama to give you some. I just gave you 2 lemons, honey. Tell Mama to give you some lemons, baby. Tell her to cut you one. But yeah, the Six of Swords is here. And this talks about you being forced out of your comfort zone, right? Or you're moving on from something difficult, whether this is something from your past or something you're experiencing now. And it's like you're moving towards the unknown. It's like stepping into the unknown. You don't really know what's going to happen. Miko, hold on, y'all. Miko, cut your sister key lime. The knife and everything is still right there. You just gotta rinse it off. Okay. Yeah. And so you're stepping into the unknown, right? But you gotta leave a lot of shit behind though, that you may not want to let go of. And yeah, this could be you literally moving. Like maybe you were living with someone and you have to move and you have to live on your own. This could talk about a relationship ending, but you're in a stage of transition. But this is going to cause a rebirth. This is going to cause a state of independence for you, a new phase, an awakening, a redemption. This is your redemption because wherever you are, it's not conducive to your growth or wherever you were. So yeah, because we have here the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be moving into this. You're going to be moving into a state of independency, right? And I feel like this could either be something you're doing naturally or this is something that's just being forced. You feel like it's being forced. Something is out of your control here. You may feel like you got unfinished business with something or someone, but it's over. And I don't mean to say it like that, but I'm going to read this judgment card. I'm going to read what it says. It says the upright positioning of judgment indicates a moment of self-reflection, what I just talked about. It says you're likely close to reaching a significant stage in a journey. This journey may not have been an easy one, and you may find comfort in sharing your struggles with others to find camaraderie. Now is the time to face your challenges head on. And I feel like this is what you're doing. Something is challenging for you to face, but you don't have no choice but to face it. Or you're just breaking down like, listen, I have to face this. But you facing this is about to teach you to be independent and wise. Like something that you went through, something you're transitioning out of. That whole experience was for your growth, or you're being called to look at it in that way. You didn't mess up. You didn't waste your time. It wasn't a mistake. Don't beat yourself up because you may have allowed things or you put up with things or you didn't move when you feel like you should have moved because you were there for a reason. And now you're being transitioned for a reason as well. And you could have somebody that's upset watching you. You could have gotten a altercation or um, it could have been like a war of words is what I'm getting here. But I feel like once you get yourself in motion, there's going to be no stopping you. Somebody it was reckless in a situation. It could have been you or this could have been someone else. It's like when you transit, somebody feels like you don't care about their feelings. You're not considering how they feel about something, but it's not about them. Somebody is so used to you being so, oh, what you need, or just moving around how they feel, or it's something like that. And it's not that you don't care how they feel, but it's about yourself. Like you're on a mission to do what's best for you. You can't just keep putting your life, yourself on pause or hold for another individual or another situation that's not conducive to you. It's not serving you. You are God is setting up something new for your life. But it takes you moving towards it. It's there, right? It's like it's here and you could be here. Now, are you going to stay here or are you going to move towards it? And it may be something right here that, no, I feel like, no, it's something right here that may be trying to keep you, pull you. Y'all, I wish I had a little model that I could use. Dang, what I got? Let me see. Let me use my little lotions, y'all, right here. All right, so let me see. Let me do this. Like, okay, this God, what God got planned for you. Can y'all see it? This you, right? And then this is something attached to you. Look, this could be something bigger than you. So there could be a height difference between you and someone else. But it's like they trying to pull you back. You trying to move forward. Here you go. This them. They trying to either get dragged with you, trying to go with you. You trying to get them off you. It's something like that. And they like, how you just gonna, this page is for us, like, how you just gonna move on without me? Or how you just gonna not tell me and keep going? Like, I don't know. You about to start something new. This could even be communication. You could be starting a blog, writing a book, a podcast as well. This could be you. This has nothing to do with something or someone that you trying to, that's attached to you, that you trying to move away from. They trying to either follow you, or this could be baggage that's trying to be dragged along with you. You're gonna have to leave that back there. You're gonna have to do that to that so that you can move forward. And you could have a little obstacles or hurdles you gotta jump over or whatever. But it's here for you. And you getting closer and closer every time you release something. You letting something go a little bit at a time. You know what? I'm proud of you. Because let me tell you something. I know it's not easy to let go, honey. Things are going to be balanced. You're going to be in harmony. You're going to be in alignment with what is for you. You're finding more persons. You could be finding more people. But you're finding more purpose and meaning in your life as you let go of things that are no longer with you. I'm getting called to do my surrender cards, y'all. And I'm going to use the author's little manual that they have on how to use the deck. So let's see. So it says, there are some questions, so I'm going to ask these questions. The first question is, what habits can I surrender in order to be healthier? So let's see. What habits can the collective surrender in order to be... Ooh! So we have here, surrender the drama, honey. It says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issues more quickly. So the habits that you can surrender in order to be healthier is the drama, honey. The other thing is surrender to prayer. It says, give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arise. And I believe that one of the golden mantras was, I ask, I believe, and I receive. So if you ask anything through prayer and you believe that it's going to come, then you will get it. Point blank in the period. We also have here surrender your ego. And don't we all have one? Please don't try to act like you ain't got no ego, honey. We all have one. It says, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. This could also be someone around you who has a big ego too. I just got that. So this could not be you. You could have to surrender people who around you who only are connected to you because you serve their ego or you serve a purpose to their inflated sense of self. Like somebody around you, or this could be you, honey, has an inflated sense of self. And I don't like how this man looking. Just look how he looking in his card. Like, I don't know. But we also have here surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So these are the things that you can surrender in order to be healthier. So the next question is, what emotional blocks can I surrender to find a soulmate? So if you want a soulmate, what emotional blocks needs to be surrendered? Let's see. Holy Spirit. What emotional blocks can be surrendered to find a soulmate? We have here surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a non-defensive response. That's interesting. And then we have here surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change the situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. So what I'm getting from these cards is, in order for you to find a soulmate, you have to surrender to what is not it, right? Sometimes people that we want are not our soulmates. And I know it's a hard thing to hear, but they're just not. They're not it. If you gotta wonder, if you have to ponder, if you have to get readings and request readings, you're not surrendering to what is. Oh, the karmic's doing magic. No, they're not, honey. They're not. They're not doing magic. And even if the karmic is doing magic, like even if they are, why would you even? That person is not your soulmate because they're connected to someone who can put magic on them. So if you want a soulmate, stop trying to defend something that's not for you. You can't fix anyone. Surrender to the idea that you can fix someone. You can't fix that person. You cannot make someone be what you want them to be. Take people for who they are, for what they is. Surrender to what is. Because you have someone that's going to meet you on a soul level once you let go of what ain't for you. Right? All right, honey. So let's get the last question is, how can I surrender to more sensuality or spirituality? So how can we surrender to more sensuality or spirituality? Oh my God. You know what? I love, love, love you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Listen, surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Who here has an ego? We all do. But someone's ego could be blocking their spiritual growth. Cause maybe I'm getting like so first let me read the next card. We have here surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. And this is the thing. When it comes to spirituality, I feel like it goes back to my first conversation when I was having about people who are Christians or talk about Jesus because Your that is the most egotistical thing, to come on somebody else's video and tell them that they're wrong, that what they're doing is not right. That's some ego shit. Like, how dare you come up on somebody else's stuff and try to tell them, oh, what are you doing talking about Jesus? Because I can. What do you mean? Like, what? And then they sit there and they compare you to someone else that may talk about Jesus. You get what I'm saying? Like, no. I don't know if you do that or people are doing that to you, but I'm getting that sometimes in order to surrender more to spirituality, you have to let go of your ego and what you think is right. And I have to talk about myself because I can't talk about nobody else when it comes to this. My ego when I was a Christian was out of this fucking world. I would go back and forth with people, throwing scriptures at people, think I'm right about everything. You not saved, you going to hell, all that crazy shit, bro. That was ego thing though. Because at the end of the day, who died and made me God? I am not God. So how dare I go up to somebody and tell them, "Oh, you about to go to hell because you don't believe what I believe." That's an ego thing, right? But people who do that, I understand. But I'm gonna check you, point blank in the period. You can take it or you can leave it, but I'm gonna check your ass. Cause you can't do that to people. That's not biblical. That's nothing that Jesus did. Jesus did not go up to people and say, "You better worship me. You better believe in me." He never did no shit like that. If he did, find it, put it down at the bottom, cause I never read it. And don't get frustrated. I feel like sometimes you can get frustrated because it can be confusing when it comes to spirituality and what you should believe and what you shouldn't believe. But I always say follow your intuition. Allow God to lead you. Allow yourself to be open to God. Now, I'm not talking about other people and their beliefs. I'm talking about where God is leading you. When you're being led to watch certain people, and I'm not just talking about readers, because I don't just watch readers. I watch Christians, I watch preachers, even go to church. So it's not even about, you know, a specific religion. It's about what is God leading you? And what are you taking away from what God has led you to either watch, to read, okay, to see? Because everything is for your spiritual elevation and your spiritual growth if you look at it in that way. Okay? Thank you, Holy Spirit, for these messages. I love you so much. And I love y'all so much. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad I was able to take the time to be live. I'm thankful for everyone who watches these videos. I really hope that they're helping you in some type of way. If they're not helping you, I hope they're at least entertaining you in some type of way, you know? I just want you to not be so hard on yourself, honey. Don't compare yourself with nobody else. I feel like, especially when we in the world of social media, it's so easy to compare your life. And then you feel bad because you don't have what you see someone else have. But you are on your own path. And you don't know what that person that you may be comparing yourself to, what they're going through behind the scenes that you know nothing about. You know, you don't know how somebody really living. You don't know how their mind really is. You know, you don't know what their struggles are. And I gotta go back to y'all know I got a little rant because this is like my passion. Um, as far as unity and unity amongst people because we all have struggles and everybody's struggles mean something to them, even if the struggle may be different. Like every person have their own struggles and they should be able to talk about it without saying, oh, well, because you could be talking about what you're going through, right? And then you'll have somebody be like, well, I was going through this, as far as like comparing their struggle to your struggle, like their struggle was on another level or worse than your struggle or whatever. I don't know why I'm getting at, but it's like you could have had a conversation about something you was going through and you could have been talking to somebody and they just like talking about, well, you say you went through that, like that ain't nothing because I went through A, B, C, and D. And it's like, what's the point of that? It's both the struggle. Let's hear each other out. Let's talk about it. Let's get it out. Let's talk about solutions. How can we think differently? How can we learn the lessons from the struggle? What can we put in place now to help other people who may be going through the same thing. If you get what I'm saying, like, I don't know, it's like, because even when it comes to like the conversations of oppression and stuff like that, like, obviously there are certain people who are oppressed or going through certain things, but everybody have their own oppression, and in every group there's something. So how can we come together to solve it? It's easy to keep talking about it, but what are the solutions that we can come up with? And I feel like the first solution is to change your mindset. That's the first thing towards other. Be able to listen, right? Without comparing. It's not a competition all the time. It's not. Okay? It's not a competition all the time. It's not a race. Alright, y'all. So I'm gonna close out this reading with my favorite deck. Yeah, I know I love it. I love it. And I'll probably be back again. I don't know. I have to make up. I have to come back. I'm so glad I saw you here, Wolf, if you're still here. I'm glad that I saw you here. Did I block Wolf? Let me see if I hit him. No, I didn't. Okay, I need to make sure I did. But I miss Shayana. I miss Triple S. I miss knowing. I hope I see y'all, Celeste. Who else? Oh, I can't think of everybody's name. I'm so bad with names, y'all. Abina. Who else? Rainy. I'm sending y'all so much peace, love, and light, abundance, health, wealth, prosperity, love. Let's see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What do we need to know? Ooh. Oh. You have here worthiness at the bottom of the deck. Alright, you could be making tea. You could be drinking tea. I'm getting hibiscus tea. You could like coffee too. But then we have here 34. You could be 34, but it says truth. And I'm going to dive a little bit into this truth card. But we also have here manifestation. I make it rain on these hoes. I make it rain. Hey. Y'all finna make it rain. Yeah, look, right underneath we have here surrender. I feel like I need to read this because right underneath surrender is radical rebirth. And this is the thing. I'm not going to read all these cards, but I feel like I left these up for a reason, honey. So we had here surrender, right? Because, again, there's something that needs to be surrendered. You could be seeing 444. You could be 44. But there's something that needs to be surrendered in order for you to go through this radical rebirth. And once you go through this rebirth, it is going to help you to realize your power, honey. We have here cosmic power. And your power is in your intuition. So that you can know who to give to. Who you should receive from. Because what they say, all money ain't good money. All messages ain't good messages. Everything is not for you. You will be able to know. You will be able to know, honey. Some of you guys could be confused. But your intuition is trying to tell you, baby. You could be 35. But I want to read surrender. I'm going to start with surrender. A set. And she's breastfeeding a baby. And this baby is very lighter colored skin. You could be darker skin. Your child could have came out very light. I don't know, because this is her breastfeeding her baby. You're a great mom or dad, but I'm just getting you. You take really good care of your child or your children. But let's read a set. Number 44. So Goddess Aset is revered as a magical healer and sorceress. She of 10,000 names, you may know her as Isis, her Greek name, or Aset, or Wuset. Aset was worshipped in ancient Nubia, the Sudan region, Egypt, and beyond. It says, let it all go. Say aloud now, I surrender. These words cast a spell, breathe them in. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. And there's a goddess declaration. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. And I really feel like somebody who's watching this video or who will watch it needed to know that. I really do. You don't have to have it all figured out, honey. Surrender it. Let it all go. Say it aloud. Don't you type it. Say it. You can write it, but say it. All right, you could be used to like bonding with people with struggles, and comparing struggle and what they call it trauma bonding. Right? But have faith in where you are and know this is where you're supposed to be. It's for your growth, right? Everything that you need to know is going to find you at the perfect time. Okay, honey? So let's see. I want to read Radical Rebirth too, number 5. I just do. I have to read it. There are 2 lions on this picture. You could have cats. You'll be thinking about getting a cat. You could have a dog too, but I'm getting cat energy. Let's see, number 5. 5 talks about change too. It says, yes, you can stop the struggle. You can choose at any moment to start over and be reborn. Like the sun, you will rise again and again. That's why y'all, first of all, thank you, Holy Spirit, for these messages always coming full circle. But it is not too late. It is never too late. You are always being reborn. You are always renewing. Always, until you choose to not do it. It's all about your choice. It says you can choose at any moment to start over and be reborn. You have to make the choice, honey. No one's going to make it for you. It says dust yourself off, move forward, and go for it again. Life is about transition and change. You will fall on your face, change your mind, and need to make a comeback again and again. Release the idea that you messed up if things aren't perfect. Did I? First of all, listen, I just said that. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Stop waiting to be ready. Make new choices and decisions. Still, I rise. Because let me tell you something. It's never going to be a perfect time for you to get started. The time is now. Don't wait. You're always ready. There's a scripture that says, be ye therefore always ready, or something like that. You are always ready though. That scripture came to mind when I read this. Because you're ready to learn. Yes, I'm ready to learn, to fall in love with you. Y'all know that song? That's an oldie but goodie, but yes, you're ready to learn, you're ready to love, you're ready to start over again. And if you fall, you better get back up again and start all over again. Period. Because we gonna fall. That's what babies do. They don't just get up and walk. They keep falling and falling. Even when you riding a bike. You ride the bike, you fall. You ride the bike, you fall. You ride the bike, you fall. Then you stay up on that bike. You don't fall no more, but you might fall. You be riding a little bit too fast. Turn the curb, you might fall. But you don't fall as much as when you first started. So the thing about it is to get up. Keep going. Don't you stop just because you fail. Don't you stay down there just because you fell down there. You can always get back up. But it's your choice. Is you going to get up or you going to stay down? It's up to you. Now, I'm also going to read worthiness before I get to truth, because truth is going to be the last part because I kind of like want to do a little spiel about truth. But we're going to read worthiness, number 14, which breaks down to a 5. So we have 5 here and we have 14, which is 5 for me. So 5 talks about change. Let's see. It says heal. No, I'm reading the wrong damn card. I'm reading the wrong page, but I'm going to say this because I don't feel like I turned to this wrong page on accident. Some of you guys are the wounded healers. That means that you give your best to everyone else. You always showing up for everyone else. But it comes like you could congratulate other people. You can speak life into other people. You like, yes, you can do it. You got this. But when it comes to you, you ain't got that energy for you. I'm going to need for you to have that energy for you. That energy you give to other people, I'm going to need for you to have that for you. You are not the martyr, honey. You can't save these folks. You can't. All right, honey. But let me read the card I was supposed to read, which is Atete or Atet. This is the great goddess Atete, queen of the gods. She's a fierce protector of women and girls for the Oromo people of Ethiopia. It says stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. And this is another a card talking about you feeling like you need to be perfect, like you need to do everything perfectly. No, honey, you could be a damn Virgo. Because Virgos are like perfectionists, and I feel like they are to a degree, like quite perfect. I have a sister that's a Virgo, and she's just everything. But I feel like she doesn't see herself as that. But I love her so much, and I feel like she's like so perfect and so beautiful. And she's like, she does everything for everyone. She barely says no. But anyway, I'm not. That's not about her, my sister. But I love her, and it made me think about her because you matter, right? Your worthiness is in your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. And most importantly, we need you. And I could have sworn that earlier I said that you were meant to be here. You're needed here on earth, honey. Not only for you, right? But for others too. And I know it kind of sounds backwards because it's like show up for myself, be there for myself. But when you show up for yourself, you don't know how that can impact other people around you, especially when it comes to family or your children, because you got people who watch you, who look up to you that you may not even know that they do. It says you are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that others that the parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your creator loves you unconditionally. And there's a goddess declaration, I matter. And I kind of want to touch on that last part I read. Your creator loves you unconditionally. That agape love, honey, that only the most high can give, right? People judge you. God does not. People will mistreat you. God does not. People will not show you love. That's not of God. Your creator is not saying that you need to do this and that to get his love. And I don't even like to say his because this like you giving a gender to God when God is genderless, right? But it's like there's nothing that you need to do for God to love you. That's just like your children. Whether and I feel like this is what a lot of people religious folks, Christian folks, and I love them. I feel like they were taught to be that way. But my children, I love them, even when they bad. Right? So what makes you think that God don't love you even when you quote unquote do something bad? What who told you that lie? And I feel like I ain't gonna go into it because that's a whole video, and I'm not gonna go into it. But just like this card said, the Creator loves you unconditionally. There's nothing that you need to do. There's nothing that you need to believe in. God loves you because He created you, and I don't mean to say He. Y'all know what I mean. Like I'm so used to saying he, but y'all know that the Creator is both masculine and feminine, male and female. Not even male and female, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Let's look at truth number 34. Let's see. The truth. Doesn't it hurt sometimes? The truth hurts sometimes, right? It says, get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Hold up, let me repeat that. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. And let me tell you something. The truth can be hard to bear. I've experienced it where I didn't want to hear the fucking truth, honey. I didn't. But that don't make it not the truth. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth telling conversations. And there's a goddess declaration. The truth is my friend. And the saying that the truth will set you free should have more emphasis on it, honey. Because I feel like we live in a world of illusions, a world of lies, a world where people want to look a certain way. Even when somebody called me, right? When somebody called me on the phone and it's like a business person, I'll be like, "Hi, this is this is she." I don't talk like that for real. But you've been trained to you know, give this facade to come off as a certain way, and if you talk like you truly talk, you may feel like you're not going to be received, in a certain way. But I just say that to say that was just like a little example, but to let you know that a lot of us, we don't always come off as truthful. We don't always tell the truth. We don't always show the truth about ourselves. But sometimes it can be we don't want to hear the truth either. When somebody telling you the truth, you just don't want to hear it. Or maybe you could have been trying to tell somebody the truth and they don't want to hear it. Maybe the way that you came off, like you could have been like, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you. Like, trying to shake it, wake up. You be trying to wake people up, and I feel like you could do it out of love, right? You're not trying to be mean. Maybe it's coming from passion, but maybe it's not being received that way. Or somebody's truth could be different from your truth. I do believe that. That's why it's like I used to, but I don't come up against anybody else's belief because that's the truth to them. And who am I to tell them that what they believe is not true? You know? So yeah. But a hit dog gonna holler. And if you telling the truth and somebody is triggered by it, because it talked about triggers. And somebody could have been triggered because you said something truthful. And they didn't want to accept it to be the truth, so they became defensive about it, or they tried to kind of I don't know. They could have tried. Mama said we don't have to take the shower. Yes, you do have to. I know you ain't got no clothes on. You ain't take no shower. I don't know why she told you that. Go take a bath and take them clean clothes off. Y'all was outside playing and painting all that. Y'all need to take a bath. Yeah, I'm gonna stop messing with my hands. I know. You're dirty, honey. Look. My hands dirty. Your hands dirty. You need to go wash them, baby. I love you. But I love y'all. And I just want to say, you know, when you telling somebody the truth, maybe calm down a bit. Cause they ain't getting it. I can understand why you could be frustrated. Cause they not getting what you're trying to say.
Mom, I take a shower first. No, I take a shower. No, I take a shower first.
Look, don't.
Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Out of here.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, let me watch, cause y'all be cheating. Let me see.
Rock.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Leah won. Leah won. Cut the shower on for her. Y'all, it be so funny, right? It is funny. It be so funny, right? Because they be trying to play rock, paper, scissors, shoot for everything. Sit in the front seat. Who gonna do this? Who gonna do that? It's so funny, y'all. But I love y'all so much. You're being called to shine. Please shine. I cut the deck on shine. Let's see. You're going through an awakening. Alright? And let's see. There's a need for some cords to be cut. But I feel like you already know all this. But you cutting this cords is going to liberate you. I know you're not. First of all, I know you're not crying. You said let's do what? Play what? And what happened? Who won? Okay, so that's it. Shut my door. No. Shut my door. Anyway. I love y'all so much, and I really hope that these messages helped you, okay? If they did, please like, share, and subscribe. I love you. Bye.